name is Ralph. It's respect all life, preach hope, but Ralph's a lot easier to say, a lot less syllables. I'm from New York originally. I moved down here when I was a little kid, and raised in the South Florida area. I've lived in Royal Palm, Wellington, West Palm, kind of all over. And yeah, man.
Your childhood, like growing up?
I had probably the most run-of-the-mill average childhood you could possibly think of. I mean, I had a good mom and dad, you know, they were really cool, both blue-collar, hard-working people. They're a little older, actually. My dad is actually currently 76, so they retired when I was really young, and they were always around, always home, so definitely a lot of supervision growing up. But yeah, no, I really had a great upbringing, you know. It was nice.
The music, like how did that journey start for you?
Music's been something I've always been kind of attracted to. I remember I was like well, I don't remember, but there's a bunch of videos and whatnot of me when I was a little kid, and I'd play my grandma's tennis racket like a guitar and sing the bumba. And then she got me my first little guitar when I was maybe like 4 or 5, and then I started taking music classes and whatnot, you know, just with my mom and shit when I was a little kid. And then she made me join band when I was in middle school, and you know, at the time I was kind of like, well, I don't want to fucking join band, like I'm not gonna have any friends, this is gonna suck. And then over time I just got into it, you know. I realized that I really liked it. I started playing the saxophone. I played that for probably 9 years, and then I started playing drums, started dabbling guitar, started dabbling in bass, started dabbling in everything. And I started writing my own music probably when I turned, I don't know, 16, 17, something like that. And I just kind of fell in love with it, and it stuck. And you know, here I am, over 10 years later, still doing the same thing.
Inspirations of music?
Music? Like where I get my sound from, kind of thing?
Yeah, it's just like, it could be somebody or something that inspired you to like go to that path? Besides the band and...
Right. I don't know. I never, like, as far as real life people inspirations, I never really had any. It was something that, you know, I wanted to do, and it was all I wanted to do, and it was something I spent all my time doing. So I figured if I'm just gonna spend all my time on this, I might as well take it seriously and try to make something out of it, you know. And yeah, so far so good, man.
Making that first song, like just hopping in the booth, making like something.
My first song is probably the worst thing you will ever hear in your life. That shit is trash. That's buried on the hard drive, and I'll never want to find it again. But I don't know. It was fun. It sounded terrible, but at the same time, it was fun. And I think that was what was really important and kind of kept me going. You know, it's just the genuine fun of it.
I think that's dope that you say that your first song really wasn't that good, because you know most people, they start off thinking like they're gonna make the best song ever, and
you never do. You never do.
Like speak a little on that, like the journey, just finding confidence and being comfortable with your craft.
I'll tell you what, music has definitely been a journey of building confidence and getting to know myself and looking a little deeper, and you know, really it's a lot of it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's a lot of self-evaluation, I guess, you know, because to make, you know, art that's really true to yourself, you kind of have to, you know, look inside and be like, all right, who am I? What do I really love? What do I really stand for? And then kind of find a way to bring that perspective into a sound that people can enjoy and that people can relate to and that people can have fun with and connect with. And you know, it's yeah.
Talk about your name. How'd your name come about?
I was writing a song one time, and I always went by Ralph, and it was just a bar that came up in my head, and it was respect all life, preach hope for the sake of my name. And I was like, damn, that's kind of hard. I'm gonna stick with that. And then it just stuck. But Ralph actually came from, well, my sister's name is Lauren, so Ralph, Lauren. It just kind of fit.
What does like preaching hope mean to you through your music?
I mean,
and respecting all life.
Right. Well, respect all life to me. You know, I feel like a lot of people forget that in the term all life, that also includes you. You know, you are life, you are all life, so not only should you respect everybody else, but you should also respect yourself. And, you know, hope is just kind of, you know, you really put your mind to something, you know, you can make it happen. You know, you're never stuck, you're never in one place. It's just sort of a mindset of life, you know, just, you know, you walk out that door every morning and you show love to yourself and you show love to everybody and you come out with a sense of positivity, you know, easier said than done sometimes, you know, but I feel like it's a good mantra to have, and, you know, it's kind of like it's something the world needs right now, you know. A lot of people are angry, a lot of people are upset, a lot of people are struggling, it's hard out here. You know, but keeping a good mindset, it just makes it easier for yourself. It makes it easier for everybody around you, and, you know, it never hurts to try to have a good day.
How does somebody keep like a positive mindset in this day and age? Like, what's something like that you go by just help you guide through that?
I would say for me, it's the little things. You know, like my family and my health, you know, that's a big one. It's just like the stuff that we usually take for granted. You know, the lights still come on, the sun still comes up, the grass is still green, the air still smells clean. You know, we have our friends and we can all spend quality time together and cook good food and laugh and drink and be merry. And, you know, there's more to life than, you know, trying to achieve all your wildest dreams and touch the sky and, you know, in the money and the this and the that. There's more to it, and I feel like appreciating those real life moments of just genuine interaction and genuine love is really what can really help carry you through some hard times.
What you working on right now, like as far as music?
Right now, I've been in album mode, so I was working on a project called Man Child, and because, you know, I kind of am a man child. Like, I still like to eat chicken nuggets and hot dogs and go out and hang out with my friends and just, you know, be a dummy. You know, I never really grew up in a sense, and you know, I still think fart jokes are funny kind of shit. So. I think it was fitting, and I just try to embody that mindset and that fun and that positivity in the music. So I'm excited about it. It's coming out one song at a time, because I feel like in this day and age, it's really hard to keep people's attention spans, you know. So you put out an album, and it's usually like they either listen to the first song or the lead single that you promoted, and then, like, it's over. You know what I mean? Especially if you're an artist at, like, my level, where no one really gives a fuck what I'm doing, you know? So if I put it out one song at a time, one single, you get to go through the musical journey of it at the same time and really get to appreciate the sound and, yeah, just get the chance to connect with it, you know?
How'd you find your sound? Like, you, honestly, I feel like your sound is different than everyone. You know, I feel like you're in your own lane as far as your creativity goes.
I'm my biggest fan, but I'm also my biggest hater. And it took a lot of listening to my records and being like, okay, that sucked. Right there, you're trying to sound like this guy. Right there, you sound like that. Right there, you sound like that. And I critiqued myself, you know, pretty hard. And I'm a big Rick Rubin fan. And I listened to something that he said one time, and he was pretty much how do I put it into words? If it sounds like it should be, or it could be, on someone else's project, then it shouldn't be on your project. You know what I mean? So if I'm putting together a song and I'm like, yeah, that's really singy and like kind of like folky and country, like it sounds like it could be a Post Malone track, like maybe let's move that to the side, or like this is really spacey, like it sounds like you're trying to sound like 2009 Kid Cudi, let's put that over there, you know, and really trying to isolate what sounds like me and what's truest to me, and then just kind of run with that. It's a whole process, man. It's not just like it just happens. Like I get on the mic and, you know, some of the most original fucking shit ever comes out. It's, you know, it's a lot of picking and prodding and finding what works and what doesn't work, and, you know, not every song makes the project, but, you know, trying to find something really cohesive and just do it like that.
How'd you get that mindset, like just honing in on your craft? Because I feel like everybody, they want to sound like something they're familiar with, but you seem like you want to find your own artistry.
Well, I'll tell you, from an artist perspective, sounding like something you're familiar with is kind of like a confidence booster sometimes, you know, because, you know, the first time you hear yourself on the mic and you hear your own voice, it's just like, it's weird, you know, like it doesn't sound right, and you're just like, that doesn't sound like what I listen to every day. This sounds horrible because it's different, you know. And eventually you get more comfortable with the sound of your own voice, and then you just kind of stop giving a fuck what you put on the record at that point, and eventually you just kind of start doing your own thing, you know. It's just kind of like I don't know, it took me a long time. It took me years to find like a sound that sounded like Ralph and wasn't just like, oh, that kind of... I've been compared to every single, you know, white rapper you could think of. I sound like Post Malone. I sound like MGK. I sound like Jack Harlow. I sound like Eminem. I sound like Mac Miller. You sound like these, like, you just, I don't know, you just get there. You just get there. It's a matter of sticking with it and, you know, being critical and analytical of yourself, and well, that's what worked for me. You know, it might not be what works for somebody else. It's, I don't know, man. Art's a very complicated thing. It is. It's I don't even know how to describe it. It's just you.
What's your vision for your music career?
I don't know.
Like for the next couple months, or just 5 years?
I really have no idea.
Where do you want to see yourself?
I mean, this could totally crash and burn and be an absolute like bust of a career, or, you know, it could be successful, or it could be like kind of mid. You know, there's no guarantee in anything. You just kind of do it because you love it and it's fun, and as long as you're enjoying it, I think people can hear that, and I think that resonates. And wherever it goes is where it goes, you know. I mean, if you go into this with the mindset that it's gonna go somewhere, that you're already limiting yourself, I think, in your creative process, and then, well, that's not good. You know, you want to get in there and you want to have fun. You want to enjoy yourself. That's why at least why I started doing this in the first place, because I loved it. And if, like I said, if it was the only thing I was doing and wanted to spend my time on, then why not, you know, do it? And once that leaves, I feel like it's already over before it even starts.
Who's some artists that you are interested in working with?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of interested in working with everybody. I think it's really cool to see everybody's perspective on life and what they put into their music. You know, everybody's got something to say, and everybody's kind of got their own vibe one way or another, you know. And yeah, I'm just really here to have fun and create, you know. So anybody, really. I mean, like dream collabs and shit like that. I'd love to do a record with like Paul McCartney or something. That'd be super fucking cool. Or like, well, I don't know. I've always wanted to do a song with Kid Cudi, Ab-Soul, just because I think he's the best rapper alive. I'll debate that with anybody, but yeah.
How'd you feel about the Kendrick and Drake?
Oh man. Kendrick bodied his ass. I'm sorry, man. I've been a Drake hater for a long time, bro. You could go back to my 2019, 2015 Twitter and I'm hating on Drake. Like, that man's a duck, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sure he means well, but I'm sure he's a good guy behind the music. Maybe. I don't fucking know. Who am I to say anything? I don't know him. But I don't know, he's always just come off like mad corny and mad goofy, and he tries to be something he's not, and I can't take it seriously, bro. You know, he's too clean looking to be that tough guy. You know what I mean? Like, you're not that, bro. You're not like us at all.
So you would say originality is something that you strive for?
I think it's something that everybody should strive for. I think, you know, you're you. No one else can be you. Like, that to me is so cool. It's just like how your voice is your own instrument. You know, no one can use your voice. You know, it's your own thing. It's yours. Nobody can take that from you. Nobody can take you from you. So the fact that you would want to be something that isn't you is why. You're awesome. You know, one way or another. You know, everybody has parts of them that are ugly. Everybody has parts of them that suck. You know, but besides that, like, love yourself and be yourself kind of thing. But yeah, originality is where the fuck it's at.
Things that you go by every day to just keep, like, your mental health, like, going good.
Hanging on, like I said before, hanging on to the little things. Like, that's really it, you know. Life's tough, dude. You know, it's expensive out here. You know, I got bills. We all have bills, you know. I mean, every day is a challenge, you know. But I mean, you look at the people that are, you know, that stick by your side, and you know everybody else is going through it too. So, kind of like a we're in it together sort of thing, and just keep on trucking.
What's some things that you could say to somebody that's like kind of going through some shit and they're trying to find a way out, but they're so like lost by bullshit?
Damn, that's a tough one, man. I mean, you could always say it always gets better, but you know it doesn't. So, well, one thing I like to stick to is it always could be worse. You know, could always be worse, man. You know, there's a lot of bullshit and there's a lot of crap that goes on in the world. There's a lot of lying. There's a lot of stealing. There's a lot of violence. There's, you know, there's people with good intentions. There's people with bad intentions, and sometimes it's hard to tell the difference. And it's really easy to get caught up in a lot of crap. You know, it's really easy to feel like you're lost and you're not going to find your way and this and that. But as someone that's been there and kind of found his way, you know, it kind of figures itself out. You really just got to trust yourself and take the opportunities that come to you. I mean, you know, obviously don't take every opportunity. You know, use your brain a little bit, use your common sense, but you just got to stay focused. To keep on going. It could always be worse. You know, don't let life beat you down, man. It's hard. It's really hard. You know, but just staying true to what you want and knowing what you want and knowing where you want to be. And you just go for it. Tunnel vision kind of thing, you know.
What's a song that you made that like you have a story behind that kind of like helped you get through a situation?
Cant Complain. Definitely. that song really brought about, how do I put it, like, my perspective on what's going on. Before I wrote that song, I had just had my kid, all that, and we went out to go do some restoration work after Hurricane Ian hit Fort Myers, and we were out there for about a month, sleeping in our trucks, and it was, just working 112 hours a week kind of thing, 16-hour days, 16 work, 8 sleep, 16 work, 8 sleep, and we did that for about a month straight. And then as soon as that was done, we had to go work Hurricane Nicole, and then, it was a lot, just starting a family, my girl being here by herself with the kid. There was a lot going on. It was a stressful time. It was a tough time, and I ended up throwing a blood clot. That I had was called a pulmonary embolism. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but it's like when you have a heart attack, you have a blood clot that gets stuck in your heart. When you have a stroke, you have one that gets stuck going to your brain. When you have an embolism, you get one that's stuck going to your lungs. So what I had was a blood clot that was blocking my blood from getting oxygenated, and it happened at about 12 o'clock in the morning, and I was having like a pain in my side throughout the day, and I just thought I slept funny type shit, and I kept waking up over and over again, and it got to the point where I couldn't breathe, and my girl actually convinced me to go to the hospital because I'm one of them, I'll sleep it off, it'll be fine kind of guys. I'm stupid, but yeah, she dragged me to the hospital, and all of a sudden I'm getting like thrown on a bed and this and that, and they're telling me I'm having a heart attack. I'm like, I'm not having a fucking heart attack. I'm 27 years old. Like, there's no way. And it turns out I ended up having a PE, and it almost killed me, which was intense. And I was in the hospital for 4 days. I was on an oxygen machine for 2 weeks after that. And I stopped making music at a point because I was just tired. I felt like I was behind in my life, and I had other ducks I wanted to get in a row first. So I kind of put everything on a halt and just focused on my career outside of music. And so I was just getting my money right and getting myself right, mental health kind of thing. And then, while I'm laying there in that hospital after I, almost croaked, I'm thinking, okay, well, I have all these great things in my life. You're thinking about everything that you love and everything that you're thankful for. And, when you're about to die, or you really start to think about, what really matters to you and what doesn't fucking matter, And music was one of those things that definitely mattered to me. It stuck with me my whole life. And that was, I was just kind of looking at myself like, you should do what you love and go back to doing what's fun. And that was the first song I wrote after that. And yeah.
Wow, that's a crazy story, man.
Yeah.
Talk about how important your health is.
Well, that's why I've touched on, one of them little things is being in good health. It's one of the things we really do take for granted sometimes. You don't realize how much you like not having a stuffy nose until you have a stuffy nose. You know what I mean? And where you have a cough and you're just like, fuck, I'm fucking sick of coughing. Like, dude, anything can happen. Boils down to that too. Like, I didn't see that coming. Like, I'm 27. I don't look like it, but I'm active. I work outside. I'm constantly doing something, and I didn't think it could be me, but it was. So, yeah, man. Just if you're doing good today, be thankful for it. You might not be doing good tomorrow. You might not be doing good in a month. You don't know. If you got 4 months left. None of us know. So just be thankful when you got good health. Bro, it could be all over in 5 minutes. You never know. You really just never know. So why not have fun? It's cliche, but no one makes it out alive, right?
When it's all said and done, like what do you want out of life, man?
There's a little 2-year-old girl in there. As long as she's happy, that's really what I want out of life, you know? It's just, that's how I know I did a good job. You know, I was able to not only be a good example of happiness and be a good example of mental health and show her how to do the things that she loves. And, you know, if I live my life in a way that teaches her to live her life in a way that makes her happy, that's it. That's perfect. And whatever falls into that is what falls into that.
What's something that you do every day to just keep yourself going? Like, it's one thing.
Work. That sounds so dumb, but work keeps me going, man. You know, it's, something I'm grateful for. You know, the fact that I have the ability to work, whether it be, you know, my job or whether it be music. It's just knowing that I'm doing something positive and I'm providing and I'm taking care of my family and I'm doing my part. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a man, you know. And that definitely keeps me going.
Talk about how important that is, man. Because I feel like a lot of people out there, they just like going through life just like not a care in the world, man. Like, how important is it for you to be on your shit, bro?
I mean, it's important. You know, if you got responsibilities, you best fucking handle your responsibilities. If you got a kid, you handle that. You know? They didn't make that decision. You made that decision. It's your responsibility now. You know? They don't know what the hell's going on. You know? They don't know anything, bro. You got to teach them everything from how to use a toilet to how to use a spoon. You know? I mean, it is everything. So, if you don't take responsibility for that, then, well, fuck you. But outside of that, say you don't have kids and you don't have any responsibilities and you just want to not give a fuck, then honestly, I'm the type of guy, by all means, don't give a fuck. Go ahead. Crash out. You want to crash? Go crash. I'm not here to hold your hand. You know? Sorry.
It is what it is, man.
Be like that, man. I've seen too many people, bro, that just like, you try to help them. You try and try and try and try, and they just don't want to motherfucking listen. You know? If you want to crash and burn, crash and burn. And you know what? Sometimes they turn around. Sometimes they crash and burn.
Just some people need that, man. That's the only way they're going to see it.
Yeah, man. Some people really like learning the hard way. That's fine. Go ahead. But if you want to be on your shit, and you start being on your shit, life is pretty cool. Like, oh dear. Yeah, you got responsibilities and all that, and I have to act like a grown-up. Okay, cool, but I have my own house from acting like a fucking grown-up. I have a nice car from acting like a fucking grown-up. I have dope jewelry from acting like a fucking grown-up. I have nice clothes. I have a family. I have 2 fucking dogs. I go on vacations. I take flights places and shit like that. If you want to do all that, act like a fucking grown-up and be on your shit. If you want to be a little kid and fucking crash out, go ahead. That's life. It's your life. Do what you want.
Real talk.
Yeah, man.
I wanted you to talk about like the scene in Palm Beach County as far as the music. Like, how do you feel about that, knowing that you're a part of it, and what do you feel like you can contribute to it?
I love the local scene, man. I love a lot of people out there. You know, shout out Aegis. I mean, Aegis and I have been friends for years. I love it, dude. I would really like to see everyone, you know, come out on the top of their game. You know. Shout out Toke too. That's my good fucking dog right there. And you watch some of my old music videos, you can see him in the background. But yeah, man. Shout out Loaded. I know you're out there somewhere. I miss you, buddy. I feel like we all have a lot of potential to do something really cool. You know, I was talking to Khaled about this, and I was saying it really takes a village. You know, like one common theme that has definitely always been going on in the Palm Beach scene is like everybody always seems so like self-centered and out for themselves. And it's like it's all about me. I want to be the star of the show. Like everyone's fighting to be the star. You know, I mean, fuck that. Who gives a fuck? If we really stick together and work together, one of us goes up, bro. Everybody goes up. Like it's. Look at TDE with like Kendrick. You know, okay, Kendrick went up, then Rock went up, Q went up, Soul went up. Now we have SZA. Now we got Reason. Now we got Isaiah. We got all these dope artists because just everybody worked together and acted as a team. You know, if we did that in this county, I feel like we would really have a fucking shot to do something cool because there's a lot of really dope people. There's a lot of dope individuals making some original ass shit. You know, some of it's alright, some of it's pretty dope. You know, so I don't know. I just feel like we really need to stick together more and really be more like respect each other as artists on the scene rather than just like looking at each other as competition. I feel like that drags us down.
I'm glad you said that because that's what I always got from the city. Like everybody's kind of like feel like, oh, it's me.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But it's really us.
Takes a village, bro. You ain't gonna do it on your own, man. You're not. You're not. Unless you want to drive yourself crazy. Sure, go ahead. But you are not gonna do it on your own. You can't know everybody. You know what I mean? You gotta work together. You gotta cross market this stuff. You gotta just really be out there, and the people are gonna pick a favorite. You know, the people are gonna like who the hell they're gonna like. But that's dope. Like, what's wrong with that? If someone from your city goes up, what's wrong with that? That now your city's on the map. Now you have an opportunity for people to look at you. So why are you worried if they go up first? You want the glory? You selfish? That's just weird. You stick to that, man. We never gonna go anywhere. Never. That crabs in a bucket shit. It'll ruin all of us.
See, y'all hear that? I've been saying this for years. I'm not the only one that feel like this. You know?
For real, bro. It always drove me nuts, man. Drove me fucking mad.
Yeah, shout out to everybody doing their thing too.
For real. Don't get me wrong. There's also a lot of dope people out there. A lot. Like, there's a lot of really quality human beings out there. You know, that really do want to see everybody win. But then there's also a lot of jealous motherfuckers. And I feel like, that jealousy is fucking contagious. You know, that mindset is contagious. Negativity is really contagious, you know?
Yeah, it is. Talk about that, how jealousy can affect your mind state and your perspective on certain things.
Jealousy is stupid. I hate jealousy. That shit's annoying. I mean, like, it's natural. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's natural to be jealous of something. Like, somebody has something that you want. Like, okay, yeah, you can be jealous of it. But, like, I feel like in order to be where we're at, we have to be, you have to think beyond that. And you really have to be the bigger person. And just be like, okay, well, he's doing it. Think past your jealousy now. And think, okay, well, what could come out of him being successful for me? What if I stick by this guy and support him? Because I see, he's a star player right now. He's got the ball. You know what I'm saying? You got to guard the guy with the ball. You know what I mean? You got to help him out. It's like I said, it takes a village. It takes a team. If you're just going to stand there and be jealous, Man, ain't nobody gonna score, and nobody gonna want to really be around you either if you're just a straight up hater. Really, no one wants to be around that negative fucking Nancy all the time.
Anything you want to say that's on your mind? Like, could be music, it could be anything.
Best thing I could say, honestly, what's on my mind right now is today's fucking beautiful, bro. The sky's fucking awesome. It's not super hot out right now. Like, it's a great day, you know. As far as, I guess, for like other artists and things, don't forget to have fun. You know, remember why you started doing this in the first place. Don't get so caught up in the I'm not making money, or, you know, Spotify's not giving me my fucking this, or the fucking who fucking cares, dude? Don't get so caught up in that shit that it sucks the fun out of the music, bro. And that's really what it comes down to. And every day is just having fun doing what you love. And if you're doing that, the wind will take you where it kind of takes you, you know? I hate to say this, but a lot of this shit, really being successful in this type of shit, is kind of luck, man. Like, it is. You can sometimes work your ass off and just, it doesn't happen. So are you going to be miserable the whole time trying to make it happen? It doesn't happen. Or are you going to have fun, you know? So have fun. I'm Ralph. Mr. Respect All Life, Preach Hope, and shout out Respect the Vibe. Thank you for coming out here, man. I actually had a really good time talking to you. It was good to see that there's people in this city that want everybody to succeed, you know. And Mr. Sean right here is definitely one of those guys. So, you know, let's keep up the good work. Let's keep up the positivity. You know, like I said, easier said than done, but let's have some fun.
Much love, man. Thank you, dog.
Hell yeah, bro.